Today I'm learning about Swedish slang by the channel of Lang Focus. I don't know if I reacted to his video about the Swedish language. He always make these great linguistic focused videos about every language possible. So yeah, I'm gonna search for it later. But anyway, yeah, I wanna check out this one first. I want to learn some slang. Let's go.
My Swedish Pod 101. Pod 101 courses are one of my favorite ways to start learning a new language online. Click the link in the description for a free lifetime account to give it a try. Hello everyone, welcome to the Lang Focus channel, and my name is Paul. In the recent video on the Swedish language, we focused on the history of Swedish, as well as some of its major features. But Swedish is also an incredibly expressive language with colorful slang expressions and idioms. Today we're going to focus on some common slang, and then we're going to look at some widely used idioms.
Brorsan,
Meaning bro or brother. The main word for brother is
bror.
from which this is obviously derived.
Vad händer?
What's happening? Another common expression is
Vad görs?
meaning what's up. Well, it literally means what is being done.
Vad händer brorsan?
This is like, what's happening, bro?
Vad händer,
Jag bara chillar.
brorsan?
I'm just chilling. This comes from the American English slang chill out or chill.
Jag bara chillar.
Jag bara
Är du
chillar.
fortfarande bakis?
Are you still hungover?
Bakis.
Bro, this is the best video ever. I feel like, yeah, that's what you actually need. Not, hey, hello, good morning. Can you tell me where is the best way to reach the train station? I mean, what the fuck are you gonna use that? You have artificial intelligence to ask those questions to. Why do you have to ask it to actual people?
Short for
Bakfull.
which means hungover.
Ja.
Ja.
Ja, jag såg dig däcka på soffan igår kväll.
Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. Jag såg dig däcka på soffan. Oh my god, no, wait. I need to listen to it.
Hungover.
Ja. Ja, jag såg dig däcka på soffan igår kväll.
Ja, jag såg dig däcka på soffan igår kväll. Oh my god, I must sound so
I saw you pass out on the sofa last night. The formal meaning of
Däcka.
is literally deck, both in the sense of a floor and in the sense of decking someone, in other words, hitting them. But in this slang usage, it's an intransitive verb, like you decked on the sofa, with the meaning of you passed out. This guy should consider drinking a little bit less.
Bärs.
The formal word for beer in Swedish is
Öl.
a cognate of the
Oh, it's similar to Finnish. Because öl and in Finnish is olut. Olut.
English word ale. But there's also a slang word.
Bärs.
It came from the phrase
Bayerskt öl.
meaning Bavarian
Bayerskt
beer,
öl.
which turned into,
Bayers öl.
and then it was
Bayers
further shortened
öl.
to.
Bärs.
This may not be
Bärs.
classified as genuine slang since it's been in use for a long time, but it's at least distinctly informal. There's also another informal word for beer,
Bira.
which originally came from Italian.
Obra.
Bad.
Bra.
In Swedish,
Bra.
means good, and u is a negation prefix like un in English.
Not
So it's
good.
like saying ungood in English,
Ungood.
which is not an official English word, but you could use it in a slangy way and it would work. The Swedish word is kind of like that. The formal way of saying bad is dåligt, or inte
Dåligt.
bra, which means
Inte
not
bra.
good.
Hur är din öl?
How's your beer?
Ganska obra.
Pretty bad.
Ganska
A similar
obra.
word is
No.
uncool. The formal way of saying it is
Inte cool.
meaning not cool. This prefix can be added freely to lots of different adjectives to create a new slangy word.
Lang Focus är ocool. Pewdiepie är coolare.
Lang Focus is uncool. PewDiePie is cooler.
Do you love PewDiePie as Swedish? Do you love him? I mean,
You ain't Swedish.
How can you
if
not?
you don't have knäckebröd? That's just a fact.
Another word that can be used to mean cool is,
Fett.
which literally
Fett.
means fat in formal Swedish.
Det är en fet bil.
That's a cool car. Another common slang word is this one that means angry.
Lack. Han blev lack.
He got
han
angry.
blev lack.
Han blev lack för jag sa att han var fet. Men jag menar att han var cool.
He got angry because I said he was fat, but I meant he was cool.
Han blev lack för jag sa att han var fet. Men jag menar att han var cool.
Okej.
Baxa.
To steal.
Baxa.
Stekaren blev lack för någon baxade hans champagne.
The rich guy got angry because someone stole his champagne.
Stekare.
This literally means griller, as in someone who grills steak. But in slang, it refers to a snobby rich guy who likes to flaunt his wealth in the bars of Stockholm. These guys are famous for
Att vaska.
panning, as in panning for gold. In slang, it means ordering 2 bottles of champagne and dumping out the contents of one of them, just to show off how rich they are. The good news is that people who do stupid things like that with their money usually don't stay rich for very long.
Yeah, exactly.
In recent decades, some slang has also entered Swedish from immigrant languages, in particular Turkish, but also Arabic and some others. This slang is more widely used in immigrant communities, but it's also used to a lesser extent by young people in general. One such
That's
word
so
is
interesting.
kef, meaning bad. The T at the end here indicates the neuter form. This comes from the Arabic word kaif or kaif, meaning pleasure or fun. The meaning became reversed from positive to negative in Swedish.
Det är keft.
That's bad.
Det är keft.
Yeah,
Para.
This means money, and this is a loan word from Turkish.
Aina.
This means police.
Ayna.
This comes from Turkish aynasız, which means without mirror, an expression used in Turkish to refer to police in a negative way, meaning that they're shameless and can't look at themselves in the mirror. The funny thing is that in Swedish they just say ayna, so they're referring to police as mirrors rather than as people who can't look in the mirror. Swedish speakers don't only use slang, they also use lots of colorful idioms, some of which seem truly bizarre in translation.
Ingen fara på taket.
Its literal translation is no danger on the roof. It means no worries, or there's nothing to worry about. Another idiom with
It could be actually translated to there's nothing to worry about below the sky, you know. Yes, I don't know. Not that weird, I would say. I've read weirder
similar
stuff.
meaning is
Ingen ko på isen.
Okay, like this
which
one.
literally means no cow on the ice. This is taken from a longer idiom,
Det är ingen ko på isen så länge rumpan är i land.
which literally means there is no cow on the ice as long as the butt is still on land.
Glida in på en räkmacka.
Literally, slide in on a shrimp sandwich. You say this when you were lucky and something turned out to not require much effort or work. On the other hand, when you gave something your best shot but you were unsuccessful and it didn't turn out as you expected, you might say,
Nu är det kokta fläsket stekt.
literally, now the boiled pork is fried. Some Swedish idioms are similar to ones used in English.
Som man bäddar får man ligga.
This literally means the way you make your bed, you have to lie in it. In English, we have a similar idiom. You've made your bed, now lie in it. And there are numerous variations of this idiom in English. Basically, it means you'll have to live with the consequences of your own actions.
Fjärilar i magen.
This means butterflies in the stomach, meaning something like an anxious feeling.
Det är lätt som en plätt.
Literally, that's easy as a pancake, and it simply means that's really easy. In English, we have a number of expressions like this. One of them is easy as pie, though that's a pretty outdated expression and no one really uses it anymore. Maybe that's something my grandmother would say. But another similar expression might be it's a cakewalk. Both expressions mean that something's really easy to do.
Köpa grisen i säcken.
Buy the pig in the bag. This is similar to the English idiom buy a pig in a poke. Poke meaning sack or bag.
I'm confused. So much lag in the video.
In both languages, it means to buy something without examining the item first, so that it might not be exactly what you expect it to be. It might be fake, low quality, or broken, etc. I'm sure I'm just barely scratching the surface of Swedish slang and idioms, but the great thing about social media is that you can participate in the comments. So, Swedish speakers, why don't you write your favorite slang and idioms in the comments down below? And speakers of other languages, if you have any similar slang or idioms in your languages, you can tell us about those too. If you're excited to learn more Swedish, then click the link in the description to visit SwedishPod 101 or visit langfocus.com/SwedishPod. I really recommend you check out Innovative Languages courses, whether for Swedish or one of the other 33 languages they offer. Click the link in the description to get a free lifetime account. I also want to give a big shout out to all the Lang Focus Patreon supporters, especially the top tier patrons whose names are on the screen. Check out patreon.com/langfocus and check out the benefits of the various tiers. And to everyone, thank you for watching and have a nice day.
I don't know, I'm not such a fan of the Pod 101. I tried it before for some languages, at least the free versions. really didn't caught my eyes that much. I prefer to have actual books or like audiobooks to learn. Yeah, I don't know, I'm a boomer. Whatever. Anyway, this was really interesting. Maybe next we should check out the Swedish language, you know, where he's gonna break out the whole thing and we're gonna learn more about it. So yeah, let me know what do you think about this video. If you have any more slang words or idioms that you want to share with me. I don't know any Swedish, so that would be great. That would be totally great. Please do that. And please recommend me more stuff to check out.